Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Rafiqi Safwan.
And my name is Naazhim Farhan bin Azman.
And today we will be having conversation with two admirable people in the IT world.
These two persons are currently working in the same position at Google and Shell, which are some of the world's biggest companies.
And I'm going to introduce the first person from the Shell company. We'll be having Mr. Huzaifah.
And from the Google, we will have Mr. Abidin.
Since both of our guests have the same job, I would like to ask Mr. Amir, would you share what is currently your position in your company?
So, hello guys, my name is Amir. So as you know, I'm currently working for Google, and I work as data scientist where I will evaluate and improve Google's products. Besides that, I will also collaborate with a multidisciplinary team of engineers and analysts on a wide range of problems.
All right, that's all from Mr. Amir. Okay, next we will have Mr. Huzaifah. Would you share what are the criteria or eligibility for this position?
Okay, thank you for both hosts, Mr. Rafiqi and Mr. Naazhim. Okay, to hold this position, which is a data scientist, firstly you need to pursue an undergraduate degree in data science or a close related field, and then you need to learn required skills to become a data scientist, such as programming, machine learning techniques, data visualization and reporting, and many more. Then you need to get your first entry-level data scientist job. After that, review additional data scientist certifications and postgraduate learning. And then you need to earn a master's degree in data science, and you can have your data scientist job and hold this position at a bigger company such as Shell, Google, Facebook. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Huzaifah. Now I would like to come back to Mr. Amir. Would you add on what would be the required experience or knowledge and skill for this position?
So about the required experience or knowledge and skill, obviously you have to master programming language, and it depends on what languages the company wanted. For me, I have mastered Java, C++, and Python language. Besides that, you also need to master a few other skills such as machine learning techniques, data visualization and reporting, risk analysis, statistical analysis, and math and software engineering skills. To make it easier, you need to at least earn a bachelor's degree in data science or any computer-related field to become as an entry-level data scientist. So about the experience, you also needed to attend some online short courses or boot camps in order to master those few skills I mentioned before.
Thanks for the explanation, Mr. Amir. Okay, Mr. Huzaifah, can you explain to us what is the scope of your job?
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, about this job scope, okay, data scientist has evolved and expanded from that of a data analyst. As with an analyst, they organize and analyze data collected by an organization such as sales figures, logistics, or market research. The difference is that a data scientist will use their strong business sense along with an ability to communicate findings to both business and IT leaders in a way that can influence how an organization approaches a business challenge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Huzaifah. Now I want to ask Mr. Amir. From your point of view, what is the importance of your job to your company?
So from my POV, I would say my job is pretty important for Google. I work with large complex data sets. I solve difficult non-routine analysis problems, applying advanced analytical methods as needed. Besides that, I also build and prototype analysis pipelines iteratively to provide insights at scale. I developed comprehensive knowledge of Google data structures and metrics, advocating for changes where needed for product development. And lastly, I research and develop analysis, forecasting, and optimization methods to improve the quality of Google's user-facing products. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Amir. Last but not least, I would like to ask Mr. Huzaifah, what do you think about the importance of work ethics in your profession?
Okay, thank you for the last question. Okay, the importance for this profession as a data scientist, for me, who works Excel for about in 2 years. Okay, first you need to have ethics in decision making, because the data scientists under no circumstances should make decision without consulting a client, even if the decision that the data professional has in mind is for the betterment of the project. Data scientists and clients must have a clear understanding of the goals and the objective of projects. Secondly, data scientists need to have ethics when communicating with the clients. We as a data scientists always have to maintain transparency between the client and themselves. We should always keep the clients well informed about the different ways the project is being handled. For example, me as a data scientist might keep the clients updated about things like what data is being used, where it's being used, and how it is being used. And lastly, of course, confidentiality. We data scientists are always involved in creating, developing, and receiving information. Generally, this type of information consists of about the client affiliates, customers, employees, or other parties with whom the clients have a confidentiality agreement. Then it's become our duty to protect the confidentiality information regardless of the type. This kind of information should be only discussed or talked about only when the client gives permissions to data scientists. That's all from me. Thank you.
That's all from us. Thank you for spending your time to see our interviews.
And see you in our next video.
Bye-bye.